Okay, private property though, fellas.
You know, you people back there aren't better than everybody else out here. There's nothing going on, there's no threat. And you're using that excuse not to do your job again.
You know what we'll do? Let's do a little experiment. Just because you were cordial enough to have a friendly conversation with me, I'll go outside and let's see if they open the counter back up. Let's see if that happens. Making a big mistake if you tell me I can't come in here and buy my stamp.
I haven't said anything like that.
So I'm telling you that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to video record my transaction. So when I do that, what are you going to do about it?
Sir, I can't have you video my...
Sure you can. I can video the inside of your car all day, buddy. Close it up, make your privacy. You want privacy in public, you got to create it, Gomez. That's the way it works. See, I told you should have learned something today instead of being ignorant. How's it going, guys? Amagansett Press, and we are coming to you today from Reno, Nevada. We are at the U.S. Post Office here in Reno, and we're just going to pay a little visit on these folks here today and find out if they honor and respect our right to take video and photographs in public and from publicly accessible areas of public places. I am out with Watching the Watchman, and let me just give you a little view of the neighborhood here. And while I'm doing that, time and temperature check. Today is Tuesday, August 31st. It is 1:01 in the afternoon, and it is 91 degrees, sunny but a bit hazy. There's a lot of smoke in the air because of the fires that are in the vicinity here. And yeah, otherwise beautiful day in Reno. So nice and warm out, got the shorts on, and we're gonna see how it goes here today, so stand by. What's happening, Watchman?
What's up?
What's going on? A little smoky out here today, huh?
Yeah.
You could smell it. So I guess the closest fire to us is the Caldor fire.
I think so.
Basically all the Lake South Tahoe is on fire, and I don't know. We got some plans to head that way, so we're going to see how it goes, but not today. So you want to take a walk around the outside of the building?
Yeah.
See what's going on here?
What's up?
Cool. I think that's great that post offices have these... Whoop. Guy just crashed into the curb. I think it's great that post offices have these drive-thrus, because then if you don't want to deal with anybody and you just want to drop your mail off, there you go. Not much of a breeze out here today, but always like to recognize Old Glory waving in the extremely gentle breeze here in Reno, Nevada, as she should. POWMIA, not forgotten, never forget. Be interesting to see if the cameras overheat today. If ever they would. Yeah. Well, just so you guys know too, what I did was, because GoPro cameras, I've said it 100 times, are great when they work, but they tend to overheat, and they tend to have battery issues. So what I did was I went and bought a completely identical setup to the one I use, which is just like the Watchman's here, and I have it on my hip. So if anything happens to my camera, I can just pull a second one out and keep on rolling. It's working out pretty good so far. So this is the Steamboat branch of the Reno Post Office. Let's see what kind of signage we have on the doors here. So this building was dedicated to public service in 2000 when Mr. William Clinton was the president and William J. Henderson was the postmaster.
What are you guys doing?
I'm sorry?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just taking some video.
Video
Yeah.
about the historical value of this post office?
Well, that's one of the things, sure.
Well, that's cool.
Do you know anything about it you could tell us?
I remember where it was built, but
You do?
they used to have it out. Steamboat was way out there, and then they brought it here, so that made it closer for everybody.
Oh, I got you. Very
It was
cool.
just a tiny little building out on, they call it Steamboat.
And then all the people started coming in. Yeah.
They knew they had to enlarge it.
There you go.
Lots of new people.
Yeah. Well, I definitely appreciate you. I hope the fires go away, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. So, not really much on the outside doors here as far as signage. So, we'll take a closer look at the inside when we go in. See what we have on this door. Not much here either. All right, so here's the back area. This sign says authorized vehicles only, speed limit 5 miles an hour. Then you have a sign here that says reserved parking for postal employees only, vehicles towed, and they are citing CVC section 22658 MVPD 903-6344, in case you need some more info. Vehicles and their contents are subject to inspection when entering, leaving, or while parked within this restricted area. Entering into the area constitutes consent to the inspection. So basically what that sign says is nothing to do with pedestrians, right? And even if you are driving a vehicle, it doesn't say you can't come in. It says the parking is reserved, but it says if you do choose to come in, you're subjecting yourself to being inspected and searched. That's how I'm reading it. Doesn't say anything about you can't come in, just says you can't park back there and you might be searched, right? Let's see. On this side, same sign that's on the other bollard over there, and nothing on the gates, right? Okay. So, what do you say? Want to take a look around? Yeah. I don't see anything that says we can't. Well, they're watching us. And this is a high school next door here, so we're looking at the underneath of the bleachers at the stadium at the high school. So we'll just do a loop around the back parking lot here, and then we'll go back up to the front and check that out. Oh, I thought I heard somebody. I couldn't see you. How you doing?
Good.
Just breathing a little smoke?
Yeah, okay, private property though, fellas. Yeah, okay, private property though, fellas.
What's private property?
Back here.
Oh, I read all the signage before we walked back, and there's nothing that says you can't walk back here.
You can't. So I apologize.
Okay. Does it say that on this side?
Yeah, and you can go out that way right there.
And who are you? Just one.
I'm just the manager here.
Just the manager?
Yeah.
So you're the manager of the whole branch?
Of the whole station, yeah.
Of the whole station? Cool.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name's Sean.
Sean?
Yeah, and that's enough, guys.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Well,
appreciate it.
That's a little strange. Okay. Well, let's go look and see what the signs on this side say. And if this side does say private property, no pedestrian traffic, then we'll walk right out this gate. If it doesn't, I'm going to walk back to the other gate that we came in from.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be private property anyway. It'd be restricted.
Of course not. So there are no signs on this fence whatsoever, except for the one that's here. Now you guys tell me how you interpret this. Vehicles and their contents are subject to inspection when entering, leaving, or while parked within this restricted area. So what makes it a restricted area is that you're subject to search when you come back here. Doesn't mean you can't come back here. Entering into the area constitutes consent to the inspection.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't see anything that says anything about private property and you can't be back here. So I'm going to walk back to the other gate that we came in and we'll go out that way. Sean always wanted to be a cop. Private property. The word's restricted. If it is. We're heading out this gate, but if this area is restricted to pedestrians, you should put a sign up that says
It
that.
does say postal employees only, sir.
Parking. It says postal employee parking.
Okay, well, it's postal employees only. I don't know what business you have back here.
Well, I'm just having a conversation with you, man. If you don't want pedestrians coming back here, put up a sign that says no pedestrians. You could put up one of those U.S. property no trespassing signs.
Okay.
Right? And you're the station manager, so you're the guy to speak to.
Go peacefully?
I just told you I'm leaving.
All right, thank you.
Why are you being obnoxious? You are, dude. What?
Well, you're trying to get to me.
I'm not trying to get to you. I'm trying to have a civil conversation with you and point out a security flaw that you have here at your property. That's what I do for a living. You don't know who I work for and what I do?
I don't really care.
Yeah, you do. You're going to care. You'll find out. And stop telling people it's private property. If you want to say restricted, that's up to you. This is not private property. Learn the law, buddy, if you're going to try to enforce it.
Okay, buddy.
You're too old to take the police exam, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, maybe I did. You never know. Example of a guy that just wants to bark orders. And I don't get it. I'm trying to be civil with the guy. I mean, why not just have a civil conversation if somebody's, you know.
Yeah, if you don't want people back here, they should have a sign. You shouldn't get mad at you for telling them that.
Right, for pointing out his security flaw. He walked up with a smile. His fake fraudulent smile he had on his face. So again, just to follow up, what the sign he was referring to says is reserved parking for postal employees only. If you park back here and you're not a postal employee, your vehicle will be towed. Doesn't say anything about pedestrians walking in the back. And now what he'll do is he'll call the police department and tell them that he told us to leave and we refused.
Yeah.
So who's looking for problems? Again, here's another sign which is faded and should be replaced. If he was doing his job instead of hanging out on the phone back there smoking a cigarette. Authorized vehicles only. Same blue sign is on the other side, and then we've seen this sign twice. Nothing says you can't walk back there. The gate's wide open. And the U.S. government has what I would imagine to be millions of those signs that say U.S. property, no trespassing. No trespassing.
Yeah.
So put one on the gate.
Yeah, they got to borrow some from the Ontario, Oregon location.
Yeah, they had like 6 of them
They had them everywhere.
on one
They
fence.
had them in the window.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
All right.
There's been so much.
That'll make a good thumbnail.
What are you guys filming for?
Sorry?
I said, what are you guys filming?
We're just working on a little story about the area and the post office here.
Oh, what's the story about?
Bye. If you're here when I'm done, I'd be happy to explain it to you A to Z. I just can't, not while I'm working. But I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. And time for my PSA announcement, guys. Drink water. I know you're not drinking enough.
What are you guys doing?
Swallowing water right this second.
Yeah, what's that good one?
I'm sorry?
What is that thing?
It's a GoPro video camera.
For what?
I'm sorry?
What is it? Why are you using it at the post office?
To take video for its intended purpose. Hello.
What are you filming for?
Sorry?
What are you filming for?
What am I filming for?
Yeah.
I'm doing a story about the post office.
Oh, and you're with who?
Am I with who?
Yeah.
That's if you're here.
You ask a lot of questions. I'm asking the questions.
I didn't ask
You're
you any
supposed to
questions.
answer.
I'm supposed to answer your questions?
Yeah.
Well, you just lost all my respect. Have a good day.
Well, you don't have a right to film me unless you approve of it.
Sure
I
I do.
approve of it.
Sure I do.
No, you don't.
Sure I
You're
do.
full of shit.
Sure I do. Okay. Carry on. Oh, the Incredible Hulk just almost walked out, and then she decided to go back in. Look,
What are you taking pictures of?
post office.
Why?
Sorry?
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
That's what I do. Hey, as long as you guys have a sense of humor, I'm good with it, man.
What are you guys doing? Just security or?
No, not at all. We're just actually, you know what, I'll tell you what we're doing. Just because you guys are being comical about it and smiling and having a good day. I'm traveling the country with my son in defense of our Constitution, which is taking a proverbial ass kicking right now.
Oh yeah, that's
So
nice.
what we do is, well, walls have ears. Some people love to just rat us out before we're done. But what we do is we just go to public places where we're allowed to be lawfully and exercise our right to take video and photographs in public and find out what kind of a reaction we get from people. And sometimes the cops are called on us, which gives us an opportunity to have a conversation with law enforcement who are known to sometimes violate people's rights.
Yeah.
So we love to plant a seed in their head where they might want to stick to the oath that they swore to our Constitution.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
well,
you guys.
you guys aren't doing anything wrong.
No, that's all we're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you guys are, you know, cognizant enough to ask the questions, keep smiling, have a cordial conversation. That's the world I grew up in.
Sure, man.
And that's the world I want to leave for my son one day. So
Sure.
that's all we're doing.
Nice.
Yep.
Cool. Good to meet you.
Yeah. Appreciate you
Good
guys.
luck.
I'm going to the military, so I'm defending the Constitution too.
Right on. So you're about to swear that oath if you didn't already.
I already did.
Did you? Right on. So I'm out here
you
perpetuating the oath that you swore
Yeah.
to.
Are you going to the military too? No? Yeah, all right, cool. Well, you're defending your Constitution in your own way. So.
Exactly. Yeah. And we'll never give up, man.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we've
All right.
done 48,000 road miles in the past 2 years.
Jeez.
Been to 32 different states.
That's great.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
and I
awesome.
get to meet wonderful people like yourselves and have great conversations, and some not so nice people, and you know
Wow.
we have those too.
You guys living out of a van or something?
No,
Or-
no. Oh, you mean as far as well,
How are you
How do
traveling?
you get around?
a travel trailer.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
All right.
we
Well,
actually did the first 43,000 just in our pickup truck, staying at hotels, and then I realized how much money I was spending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, good for you guys.
yeah.
Good luck on
No,
your
and good for you, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.
Of course, of course.
Don't do anything people ask you to do you're not comfortable with. I know it's the military, so you're just supposed to say yes, sir, to everything, but you're still a human being, and we still value your life, and I appreciate you.
Thanks, man.
All right, man.
Take
You guys
care.
have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
How are you guys doing?
I'm sorry?
What are you all doing?
We're just working on a little story about the post office here.
Oh, okay. That'll work.
Yeah. Hey, these days everything's interesting, you know?
What?
You have a good day, young lady. Appreciate you. So I just wanted to show you the difference there of how people, what kind of reaction people earn when they approach you. Remember, like all our fathers should have told us or did tell us, respect is a thing that is earned, and it's not handed out for free. So if you want somebody's respect, earn it. All right, guys, well, as I was talking about before, my camera just overheated and shut down, so I just switched to the other one. Took about, I don't know, 15 or 20 seconds, and nobody walked in the meanwhile, so nothing lost. So what do you think, Watchman? Before we get another heat attack here, you want to go and get our stamp?
Yeah.
Been here for, what? I don't know. It's got to be over a half hour. Yeah. All right, let's go get our stamp and check out the signs on the inside here. So, mask or face coverings are recommended.
There's another one.
Maybe typical retail stuff here. You can taste that smoke out there.
Oh, that's not allowed.
Was she talking about us?
Yeah, I think so. Postal inspectors don't do anything about anything anyway, so it's.
Well, well, yeah, and they're
My wife was delivering now and had a guy come up grabbed her around the waist and
Which one's this
they didn't
one?
do
Go
a
for it.
freaking thing
I
about
know
it.
about which model.
9.
So at
Oh, nice.
12:30 in the morning, I had to go knock on the door.
So your wife's a letter carrier?
No, she was.
Oh, okay.
I let them know they touched my wife again, I'd be back.
And by the way, I got to give you 5 thumbs up for that shirt. I love it.
Thanks.
But she doesn't even have to call the postal inspector. There's something called Poster 7, which is on the wall right there, which is rules of governing conduct on
Oh, I know,
postal
they don't-
property.
I worked LAPD for 20 years and they're about as useless as they come.
So you know
I
there's
took
no
care
issues,
of it.
right?
I took care of it myself.
I got you.
Please. Are you doing business?
I'm buying a stamp, yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. No problem then if you're doing business.
Oh, I know the rules.
Okay.
I know the
No, I'm
rules
not-
better than you do, Sean.
That's great. Postal inspector's coming out right now, and you can speak with
And
them.
he'll tell you that I'm perfectly within my rights to be doing what I'm doing. So does Poster 7, which is hanging on your wall right there.
Outside the property, yes.
No, inside. Read your rules of governing conduct on postal property. Unless you want to celebrate your ignorance, that's up to you. I'm here to teach you something today.
Celebrate the ignorance?
Yeah, you want to learn something? Here's your Poster 7, right? Rules and regulations governing conduct on postal service property. Read the paragraph about photography. Gives me express permission to do what I'm doing. Your own rules. Never mind the Constitution and the laws of the state of Nevada.
Sir, can we finish doing my...
And these guys support what we're doing, so just get back to selling stamps, please.
We not only sell stamps here.
Well, that's all I'm here for.
What they already do is losing money every year.
Oh, $18 billion.
Yeah.
And people say that they fund themselves by sales of stamps and envelopes. Imagine that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those fools that thinks it's important if you work somewhere, you should know your own policy and your own rules and regulations.
Especially when you're a government agency too.
Yeah. And then what they do is, see, what
Private
happens is,
business, whatever, but you're
it's
working for the
interesting.
people, so it's, you know.
Right. And I appreciate you guys, because what they'll do is, a lot of times customers aren't sure if we're allowed to be doing what we're doing. They'll come out and act like that, and then that sets off a whole forest fire, no pun intended. But, you know, one person's bad attitude or lack of knowledge can start a whole thing that doesn't need to be. And the longer they take to sell me the stamp, the longer I'm here. I have no interest in loitering. I just want to conduct my business, document my transaction, and be on my way.
So you guys, are you like a YouTube channel or kind of
Yes.
just like a, okay.
Yeah, since the cat's out of the bag here, yeah.
Yeah.
What we do is, this is my son.
Nice.
And we've been traveling the country for the past 2 years. We've done 48,000 road miles defending our Constitution. That's what we do. This is an exercise of my right to take video and photographs in public. So it's an exercise of rights, because I always like to say rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they go away. And we're losing our rights faster than I'm
nowadays, yeah.
interested in believing, yeah. I remember a different world, for sure. And I got to leave this world one way or another for my son here, so got to put my head on the pillow at night feeling like I did something about it, you know? And I wish more people thought like you gentlemen and were open-minded enough still to realize that we might be doing something to help them. Yeah, so this is classic. They just shut down the counter. They're going to deny service to everybody because there's somebody in here with a scary camera.
It's mail too. It's not like, you know, you're building automobiles.
Right. And I'm not interested in anybody else's transaction, personal information, any of that. I'm just doing my thing. And the postal inspectors will show up and tell them the same thing. They're just wasting their time and everybody else's time. But yeah, going back to what you were saying, the billions of dollars in subsidies that they get, never mind the illegal monopolies that they have, such as first-class mail.
They're locking all the doors.
Yeah, they're locking the doors. Do you guys feel threatened by our presence?
No, I just want to, well, I'm on the clock, so it's not like, you know, I'm losing money.
There you go, yeah.
I still got stuff to do, you know.
Yeah. Well, you look like your shoulders are down and you're relaxed, so that's the way to be, man. Don't let them tell you you're supposed to be any other way. Yeah, that's all.
There's no smoke in here, so here's a plus.
And I'm sorry they're holding you up there, young lady. I apologize for that. It's just what they're choosing to do for some reason.
I just want to know why my mail isn't coming and why my EDD date I didn't get my notification. Came 3 weeks late.
Because they're busy.
And I missed my court date.
Because they're busy focusing on people with cameras in the lobby.
Are you kidding me right now? I'm like, this isn't happening.
Yeah. Well,
You know, you people back there aren't better than everybody else out here. There's nothing going on. There's no threat. And you're using that excuse not to do your job again.
there you go.
police report was beyond me. I spent an hour and a
Yeah,
half.
the
this
DMV was bad, right?
Needs to step up
morning.
and
The most extensive police
have his
report that I just
employees
found
come back
today
out here and
was
work.
stolen because I don't know what Jerry had out there, you know?
See, in my mind, I think it's important that they're educated and find out that they're not allowed to do this.
So I
Might save somebody else standing in line for
nobody wants to go to the park.
no reason. See, if I knew they were really on the way, I'd go outside and wait for them. But if I go outside, they'll come back out and forget it ever happened and just rock on. And I'll start this thing all over
Monitoring
again.
the cameras. You got there 2 cameras up there.
Yeah, if that's what they're hoping right now is that you all get mad at me and start yelling at me and screaming and create a disturbance, and then they can justify their actions and nonsense.
Hey, man.
You got people waiting online here, man. I'd get back to work. Have somebody come up to the counter and start selling what they got to sell. Don't wait for the postal police. That's going to take all day. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's not
8,
clear the
9,
people
10.
that left behind you guys.
Yeah, besides the people that left, there's still 12 people in here waiting for service.
Yeah, exactly.
Got some line building up here.
It's sitting behind here, and if I grab it, it'll give you guys a reason to do something stupid. It's already in the system there.
Oh, okay. Was this it?
Yeah. And I'd like to have that back.
I was just letting you know.
There's no reason to show.
We've been trying to get a hold of Warren, so I got the sheriffs coming out right now.
There's no tax dollars to waste.
Okay.
More yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Sean, why don't you just sell me my stamp and I'll leave? You acknowledged if I have business here, I can be here. Just
My clerks are very intimidated to come up to the window. For their safety, I'm keeping them in the
Their
back.
safety, what safety? What safety?
Them in the
Their
back.
safety, what safety? What safety? What safety?
Sir, I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm
You
asking
can
the
argue with
question.
the police when they come.
I'm not arguing, I'm asking the question. I want to take up a certified letter.
I think the one arguing with the police is going to be you.
If my staff says they feel unsafe,
Well, you fired them up.
then fire it.
Why don't you just sell me my stamp and I'll leave?
What's unsafe?
You want to keep me here so you can feel unsafe? Fantastic. Have a good day, man.
I'm gonna wait until they show up once again.
Oh, you're good. I appreciate it.
Because they're here to buy stamps and they've got cameras, they're intimidating our friends. So they shut down the whole post office.
Cameras?
Yeah, because I want to film my stamp purchase.
Can you get in the back of the line?
Yeah.
They're not. If I'm in the lobby, they're not going to come out.
Shut down for 20 minutes.
They called the sheriff on a father and son with a camera that are traveling across the country.
Well, why are you filming?
I'm documenting my stamp purchase. I just want to buy a stamp and leave.
But now everyone's just holding everyone up. That's what you're doing.
I'm not holding anybody up. The
Their
staff
fault, though?
here.
They're exercising their first. It's not though. That's
It's not
right
against their
there.
policy. I can
Just trying to make a point.
just keep our place in line there. Just so I'm happy to address your point right here. This is rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property. I follow the law.
Is this for your attention or something?
No, I want to buy a stamp and leave.
Well, put your camera down so they'll come out.
I'm documenting my stamp. I already told you I'm traveling with my son, and that's what I do.
We all have rights. Why can't they exercise them?
Exactly.
Or you're just a troublemaker.
No. I don't know. I guess you're part of the solution. I don't know. See, this is the reaction you get.
I'm just looking for a form.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a stamp. I wish I'd get out of here. Been waiting in line for 20 minutes. I don't want to leave now.
Like, how far out are they? Because I want to get this mailed.
I've been standing here for 15, 20 minutes waiting for a stamp.
How long will we wait for the sheriff's department? Like, can they hurry?
I don't know. Yeah,
I just want you guys
I hope they do.
It might come faster.
Right. We're all, you know.
Just remember, when I get thrown out of here, your rights leave with me. So just contemplate what I'm doing here. Seriously, and I'm trying to be
There's a
civil.
time and a
And,
place for everyone's message.
and this is the time and this is the
holding up
place.
Everyone
Yeah.
else's might not be the.
No, well, do you think Rosa Parks called the bus company and said, is it okay if I sit in the front seat tomorrow?
I'm not going to argue with you.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm having a conversation.
I just want to mail a box
Yeah, I just want to buy a stamp
in a free country.
in a free country. Exactly right. Cheers. Yeah, she wants to change her address.
Where's that for?
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really am sorry that they're holding you up. I apologize for that, but it's not my doing.
Yeah. Maybe wait outside so that we can all get our stuff done until you can tell the sheriffs this.
If the sheriff's really coming.
Because if you wait out there, then at least we can all be helped, and then you can come in and absolutely...
Oh, they're not going to help you until the sheriffs get here. They've already stated that numerous times. They have closed down the counter until a man with a gun and a badge gets here to save them from the terrible cameras.
They said if you wait outside, though. They said if you're in the lobby...
No, actually what the station manager said was if I'm here to conduct business and buy a stamp, I'm allowed to be here. So I don't know why he bothered calling the sheriff after he told me I was allowed to be here. You know what we'll do? Let's do a little experiment. Just because you were cordial enough to have a friendly conversation with me. I'll go outside and let's see if they open the counter back up. Let's see if that happens. And if they don't open it back up within a couple of minutes, I'll just come back in and get my place.
If they don't open it back up, then I'm going to leave.
And if they don't open it back up, I'll come back and get my place back in line. Is that okay with everybody?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. We'll do that for you. I'll see if that helps you because I don't want to hold you up.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Yay, my rights are gone. May and they may not situations.
You have to talk to my agent before you can film.
Keep that sense of humor, you'll live forever.
Well, what was it, 83?
83, God bless you.
Yeah.
I hope I make it, I hope I still have the sense of humor too.
I asked God why I hadn't died yet.
Right?
He said, well, I'm not ready for you. And the devil's afraid you'll take over.
There you go. Love it. Have a great day, my man. Thank you.
Back out of the counter.
Oh, they are?
Well, good for you guys. So
yeah, I mean, you know, this is what
this is really not scary to me, and it shouldn't be scary to anyone else.
Right.
And that's the least of everyone's worries right now.
Exactly right. Well, you're somebody who's got your eyes and your ears open, and I appreciate you.
Always have. There's no change of label addresses.
Somebody with your attitude is a hero in this country these days, so keep it up.
Right on. Always
Yeah.
do.
Thank you. Appreciate you. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Thank you. I'm glad they helped you out, young lady, and I'm sorry for any delay. I'm glad you got to conduct your business.
Me too. Thank
All right, you have a wonderful day. See, so it's amazing. Basically, if somebody, here's the way it plays out. If somebody is not so ignorant that they won't have the conversation with us and are willing to listen and absorb what we're saying, vast majority of people support what we do and agree with us 100%. We get all the resistance from people who think they know what's going on and refuse to open their ears, open their eyes, and learn something because they just want to believe they already know everything. And I believe that...
Sheriff.
Oh, here we go. Sheriff is here. Now let's see if they send like 7 cars. I remember we were in Vegas. We waited for about an hour for the police to show up at the municipal building, and all of a sudden it was like 7 cars outside.
Yeah.
And they left. So he's calling it in now. A couple of males standing outside taking video. Have a good day, bud.
Good luck with your adventure. You have a nice day.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Boy, am I glad you're here.
Yes, why's that, sir?
So I can buy my stamp and be on my way. They're refusing to sell me a stamp because I want to record my transaction.
Okay.
So I'm just looking to buy my stamp. I was up at the line. Matter of fact, the station manager, can I just get your name and badge number so I know I'm talking to?
Yeah, Deputy Gomez and 867.
Appreciate that, sir. My name's Jason.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. So the station manager, Sean, came out and said, you're not allowed to be here unless you have business. And I said, I do. I was online. I said, I do have business. I'm here to buy a stamp. He said, okay, well, if you have business, see you later. We went in the back and told everybody to shut down the counter and stop serving customers.
Solely because you guys are recording?
Solely because I'm standing here with a camera.
Okay.
That's it.
Are you violating any of their rules or anything like that?
No, you know what? I'd like to show them to you.
I'll go talk to them.
No, I want to show you. Just you and I go in.
Can you give me a second? Just please. My partner's going to be here.
Okay.
We can manage.
So
talking to them.
Here, do this then. You see the wall right there where that conduit's coming down?
Okay.
If you make right there, make a left. Okay. And they have something on the wall that's called Poster 7.
Okay.
And it is the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property.
Perfect.
And there's a paragraph on video and photographs.
Okay.
So we have express permission based on their own policy, rules, and regulations to take video inside
And
the
that's
lobby.
what I'm going to confirm. I mean, of course, I'm not an employee for the postal office.
Right.
So I just
No,
need
and
to
this is
confirm
good for
it
you
myself.
too, because the next time you get into this situation, you'll have the
Exactly.
information.
And then I'll go from there.
And your partner's here.
And then if I know this is not a private business, but if they have any rights to refuse service to anyone, and if you fall into that category and they're refusing service to you,
Being that it's public property and I'm here to conduct official business, the only way that they could trespass me from the property is if I committed a crime.
and that is what I'm going to go find out.
Okay, very good.
So,
I appreciate
fair enough.
it. Absolutely.
I will do my due diligence and figure everything
And if
out.
there's any confusion about poster 7, I'd be happy to take a look at it
Well,
with you.
they're the ones that should know better.
No,
I
trust
mean,
me, they don't read their rules and interpret it yourself because they don't know their
What
rules.
was the name of the manager that you talked to?
He's standing right there, Sean. Let me just show it to you. Now your partners are here.
So why don't you stay with my partner and then go talk to them?
I just want to point it out to you and then I'll
Listen
come
to
back
me,
outside.
sir.
I will come back
Just-
out. Look, come here.
Listen to me.
Let me just
go
show-
inside, it's gonna create a bigger
No.
commotion.
Let's not make a commotion. Look, it's right here.
Oh,
Sir, it's right here. I just want to point that out to you. That's
Can
all.
you please step outside and then talk to us?
I just want to point out the rules to
Can
you.
you
That's it.
please go outside and we'll talk?
Absolutely. And yes, we can. You told me I could on camera.
Sir, can you please go outside and I will make sure that I...
Okay. Just do the right thing. Honor your oath.
Can I go in?
Absolutely. Oh, there's no threat. There's nothing going on. They're just having a civil discussion. Okay. No worries. The men in green are here to save you. What county is this? Washington? Washoe? I can only see the WAS. So I hope the Washoe County Sheriffs don't earn themselves a lawsuit here. I really hope that they do the right thing. Let us go back in. I am not interested in suing them. That's not why we're here. My ultimate goal today is to buy a stamp and be allowed to exercise my rights. But if they're going to violate my rights, then that's the way it'll have to go. I've given them every opportunity. I've pointed out the rules and regulations to them. They're inside speaking with the station manager, and they're going to do what they want to do. So hopefully they choose the right path. We shall see. Stand by. No, she got a midway order. She can't be all bad.
I'm not all bad.
I would love to have a conversation, because if you understood what I'm doing, you would support me 100%.
Well, tell me.
This is my son.
Yes.
We've driven
Your
48,000
handsome, by the way.
miles. Thank you. He gets it from his mother. We've driven 48,000 miles across the country for the past 2 years defending the Constitution of the United States. So what this is I have a constitutional right. I'm a member of the press, okay? You have a constitutional right to take video and photographs in public places, as well as it being lawful in the state of Nevada as every other state. The Supreme Court's already ruled on it. There's case law. So what this is an exercise of my rights. That's all it is. I'm exercising my rights because rights are like muscles, and if you don't exercise them, they either go away or get taken from you. So this is in support of our Constitution, in support of your rights, my son's rights. I've said it 1,000 times. I'm not going to live forever. I have to leave this world for him one day, and I'm hoping I leave it in a better way. And that's what our purpose is.
Well, then for you, I apologize.
No need to apologize.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting how if people take the time to understand what we're doing, 99 out of 100 people support what we do.
These days, when you go in with something like this, and you're creating, you know...
Well, that's why I remain very approachable. I'm always willing to have a conversation. I'm not looking to put anybody in fear. I'm not looking to interrupt anybody's day. I just think what's going on in this country is an atrocity, and I remember a different time.
Well, I totally agree with that.
Well, good.
And I'm angry.
Yeah,
I'm angry.
yeah.
I'm angry.
And what's
about
going to happen is he might actually convince these sheriffs to violate my rights. And then I have to sue the county. And we've done that numerous times, and they're going to pay for it if they choose to do that. I hope that they just allow me to exercise my God-given right to go in there and buy a stamp and document my purchase. That's all I'm trying to do.
Well, now I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it at
See, we
first.
could be friends now.
We could.
That's it. There you go.
Here, have a bullet.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful day, man. Thank you.
Sitting there in my car on the phone, I have to ask what's going on.
Sorry?
I said I've been sitting in my car on the phone watching you guys.
Oh.
I have to ask what's going on.
Oh, I just explained to the other people, but I'm happy to explain it to you. This is my son.
Hi.
We've been traveling the country for 2 years defending the Constitution of the United States.
Cool.
That's what we do. So basically what this is an exercise of my constitutional right to be out in public taking video and photographs. The First Amendment protects the press, and I have the right to gather information in public as long as I don't go into any restricted areas, anywhere that says no trespassing. As long as I stay in publicly accessible areas, you can videotape, take pictures of, or record anything your eyes can see. That's the way the law works.
But you don't put it online?
Sure you can.
But if I tell you not to put my image online?
And I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but the law's not in your favor on that one. You'd lose in court. There is no expectation of privacy. That's the legal situation. Now, if my morals kick in for some particular reason and somebody doesn't want to be on film, and I understand their plight, I would be happy to comply just based on morals. But legally, you have no expectation of privacy in public. That's the way the law works across all 50 states. Supreme Court's ruled on it. There is plenty of case law. So we'll see what these gentlemen think.
All right, fellas. So
yes, sir.
This is one of the postmasters here in town.
Okay.
You spoke with the branch manager.
Yes, sir.
Right, I believe you already spoke with him.
I did.
He asked you guys to leave earlier.
No, actually, I'll tell you what he said. He came out. It's all on camera.
Can I get my side of the story?
Well, you give me bad information. I just want to correct what you just said.
I'm just telling you what he told us.
Well, I want to tell you what really happened. What he did was he came out and he said, you can't be here unless you have official business. Okay. And I said, I'm here to buy a stamp.
Right.
He said, well, if you're here to buy a stamp, fine. Then he went back into the back room.
So their concern is, and we have it, it's posted up there on the wall, like as far as recording or photographing inside.
Expressly permitted.
Right? You can't do it in an area where you can see the financial transactions being taken.
No, but I can document my own transaction. And again, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Out here and in the foyer, they're fine with you recording.
Okay.
Okay.
But that's not up to them. It's up to the rules and regulations.
The line.
It says lobbies. No, it doesn't. It says lobbies, foyers. That's not what it says. It says lobbies, hallways, foyers, anywhere that's publicly accessible.
Show you right now.
Sir, I've been doing this for 2 years.
That's right here.
And the Supreme Court has ruled on this. And if you violate my rights, you're going to get sued.
No, I'm not.
And I'm advising you right now that if you do ask me to leave, you're violating my rights.
I'm looking at the same piece of paper that
I've read this. Tell me what question you have about that. I'll explain it to you. Tell me what issue you have.
No one's asking you to leave.
Tell me what issue you have and I'll explain it to you.
No one's asking
you.
You
want to hear
leave.
both sides of the story as your job mandate
The
orders you
issue
to do?
is, like I said before, their concern is you getting accidentally or on purpose.
I am not interested in anybody else's.
Transactions.
I'm not interested in
This
any of
is
that.
the name
I'm
of
going to
the
go back in and buy
postmaster.
my stamp.
Okay.
I'm telling you guys that right now.
Do you want this? This is the name of the postmaster.
Got it.
This is her phone number. This is for you.
I'm not interested in the piece of paper. I got it. Thank you.
If you're gonna film, you need to request permission from the postmaster.
No, that's hanging right on the wall. It's hanging right on the wall.
As it states on the rule that
That
you
is not
pointed out to
accurate.
me.
No, I am a member. Listen, I am filming this for news purposes.
So
okay, and I am expressing. Did you read what that says? It says lobbies, hallways, foyers, corridors. No, it doesn't. It says other photographs that are other than news purposes photographs need permission. Read what it says.
Would this be other than news photographs?
Nope, this is for news purposes. I am gathering information for the public, which gets disseminated to the public.
Yes, you're correct.
I know I'm correct.
But are you?
And I'm not trying to give you a hard time, but I'm not going to.
Part of a news agency.
Yes, I am.
You are.
Yes, sir.
What news?
When I see what decision you make as far as what I'm allowed to do here, I will give you all my information.
Sounds good.
But I'm going to let you make your decision first. I don't want to taint your thinking.
Would you like to take a picture of the rules that you pointed out to me?
I know the rules. Do you know the Supreme Court has ruled on those rules? And do you know that the Department of Homeland Security issued a memo in 2018? Sir, do you know that the Department of Homeland Security issued a memo giving me permission to be inside of this post office taking video? Are you aware of that? If you guys violate my rights, I'm going to sue you. And I don't want to do that. I just want to go buy a stamp.
The whole thing is they said you could be in the lobby.
It's not up to them. It's up to the rules and regulations of the Postal Service.
Can I finish, please?
Absolutely. If you let me finish when you're done.
Absolutely.
Okay,
But
very
please
good.
let me finish first.
And what is it? Fitzmyer? Is that how you pronounce it?
Good job.
Very good.
So they don't have a problem with you being in the lobby, right? In the lobby area. They just don't want, as you wouldn't want somebody be standing behind you with video cameras to where you could actually get the transactions of their credit cards or whatever. So if you're back here in the back part of the lobby, they're okay with that.
Okay, can I tell you?
They just don't want you up close where somebody has their back to you and that person, you know how people are with their credit cards nowadays.
I heard you. Now let me tell you something. First of all, in public, the onus is on you to protect your private information, not me. Secondly, I have hundreds of videos up online at post offices. Not one of them do I disclose anybody's personal information. Not what I'm here for. Okay. That's not my interest. Okay, so I have a very long established history doing what I do. I have over 100,000 views a day. people supporting what I do, and you're making a big mistake if you tell me I can't come in here and buy my stamp.
I haven't said anything
So
like that.
I'm telling you that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to video record my transaction. So when I do that, what are you going to do about it?
What I'm telling you is think about the other people that whenever there's people standing behind them with video cameras.
Sir, that's why they put that little, that's why they put the little shield around the keypad, and they tell you to cover your information because that's your responsibility, not mine.
I completely get it.
So I'm going to go in and buy my stamp, and you guys can all have your powwow and figure it out. I'm telling you right now, I know what I'm doing. The Supreme Court has ruled on it. There is case law, and if you try to violate my rights, I'm going to sue you, and I don't want to do that. What I would rather do, and I could have been out of here a half an hour ago. I just want to buy a stamp. Okay, this is my son. I'm traveling the country with my son.
I know.
Okay, you know who I am. You know exactly who I am.
do.
Right. So, and you know I'm going to go in there and buy my stamp, and you're not going to stop me.
Okay.
Right. So why don't we just cut the shenanigans? Let me go in and buy my stamp, and I'll get out of here, and these people will never see me again. But you're not going to violate my rights. That's not going to happen.
Are you going to mail off your letter that you want the stamp for also while you're here?
No, the letter's actually back at my house.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to buy the stamp. So, we have any issues with that?
So that's the whole purpose.
That's my whole purpose. This is a First Amendment audit, and I am exercising my right to take video and photographs in public. And I do not want you to violate that right. You seem like a nice guy, Fitzmyer. You really do.
I really am.
Yeah, you seem that way.
Been doing this too long.
All right, well, you've been doing it too long to violate somebody's rights and lose your qualified immunity and get sued. I don't want that to happen either.
I don't want Fitzmyer versus Nevada.
No, there's plenty of case law establishing my right already, as it is.
I get it.
Yeah, so are we good? Can I go in and buy my stamp and get out of their hair?
But with the postmaster here, we also want to...
The postmaster's subjective opinion is not law.
Correct.
I go by their rules and regulations on postal property, which is in writing. That's what I'm going by.
I didn't read the writing.
You want to go read it together? You want to read it?
If you shut your cameras off.
No, I'm not going to shut my camera off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to go read it. My partner's already read it.
All right, so I hope you understand it.
No, we have a copy right here.
Good, so I hope you understand
it.
it.
You the copy that you refuse to acknowledge again.
No, I'm not. I'm the one that told you to go read it. Listen, let's not listen.
I'm telling you that it clearly states there that you must have permission from the postal master.
That's your subjective interpretation, which is incorrect.
No, it's what I read.
No,
it's what's written.
Fitzmyer knows you're wrong.
I've never said he was wrong.
You know he's wrong. You know he's wrong. You don't have to answer a rhetorical statement. You know he's wrong.
So because
you want to read it together,
you can identify yourself as part of any news.
I don't have to identify myself as any news.
Other photographs.
This is not other photographs. Photographs may be taken for. Why are you reading?
Can you not touch my partner's phone, sir? I appreciate it.
Listen, I'm going to go inside buy my stamp. You guys do what you got to do. If you want to stop, if you're going to tell me you're not allowing me to go buy my stamp, tell me that, and then I'll leave under duress, and then I'll sue you.
No, you can go buy your stamp.
And I'm going to record my transaction. And then I'm out of here. That's all. You're making a mountain out of a molehill, and you're going to create problems for yourself. There's no reason for that. Legal problems. And are you the postmaster, sir? Or you're an inspector?
I'm the postal inspector.
So you know I'm allowed to go buy my stamp, and you know I'm allowed to videotape my purchase. You know that.
As long as you don't take a video of the screen of ours.
I'm not interested. I can't even see your screen. Your screen's facing the other way.
Then we're cool.
All right, good. So I'm going to go buy my stamp.
Fine.
Thank you, sir. Now I have the postmaster's permission. I have the postmaster's permission. The postmaster just gave me his permission.
He gave you permission?
Yes, he did. Learn the law. Learn the law. Learn the law, buddy. Learn the law. Learn the law. Learn the law. I'm not interested. You're ignorant, and I don't want to hear it anymore.
Of course.
Yeah, because you're wrong and you can't admit it. So I'm gonna be quiet now. I'm not gonna create a disturbance, and I'm gonna buy my stamp and I'm gonna leave. So you gentlemen do what you have to do. Yeah, thank you. You guys that watch our videos know every time somebody's doing their little keypad thing there, even though you can't see it, I always turn my camera away. I'm not interested, certainly not going to steal anybody's credit card information for nefarious use. Not what we're about. Once again, nobody at the counter.
You already have your stuff on it, or you gotta send it off?
Doesn't look like they're trying to get us out of here. Right?
Send it off.
See, I told you Fitzmyer's a good guy. I knew it. I could spot you a mile away, man.
I don't see any tape in here. There might be some right over there.
They make you buy a roll.
Do they?
Probably. I'll buy you a roll of tape if somebody goes up to the counter for me. I'd be happy to buy you a roll of tape. Seriously.
Here's this. So hold on to this. Don't throw it away, because that's your return stuff. You will see there's tape over here on this counter.
And if you can't find any, I really will buy this young lady a roll of tape. It would make my day. As long as we can get somebody back here selling stuff. Maybe the postal inspector can help us out with that. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Can I just have one stamp, please?
Just one stamp?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you guys need, does she need tape? No. And I need a roll of tape too, please.
A roll of tape?
Yes, sir.
We don't have any tape, I don't believe.
Because the young lady's trying to mail a package and there's no tape. I was going to buy her a roll.
That's what I said, we don't have anything to sell.
Do you have any she can use?
No, we can't.
So how does she mail her package?
I'll give it.
Oh, they'll give it to you?
No,
Maybe.
they won't give it to me. I'll write the address on the block.
Gotcha.
See, we don't have anything tape to sell.
No, just one stamp then. I tried.
No tape at the post office.
Yeah. And just in case I have any issues with this camera, I'm going to turn the other one back on. All right, so we got 2 running now.
I just got to find our loose stamps.
They just don't want me to leave today. That's what it is. You guys like me being here.
Here we go.
And I'll take any one you find. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Not particular.
That's 2 ounces. Get one I can break. Why don't they want you to film them?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Why are you filming?
Just documenting my trip to the post office. Well, some people take pictures of signs, some people take pictures of birds, some people take pictures of trains. I like going to the post office and documenting my stamp purchase.
Okay.
Yeah. Who knows if I'll ever be back in Reno again, yeah?
Oh, is that, where are you from?
Not from Reno. I'm actually from Colorado.
Oh. Dang it. Well, loose stamps.
See? Now there's no stamps. They really don't want us to leave. One simple stamp. An hour and a half later. Huh?
In that book? Is there a 1 ounce stamp?
You know what I'll do to make it easy on you? What did you say? You had 2 ounce stamps?
Yeah.
I'll take one of those.
Okay.
I'll mix it up a little bit.
Okay. Just one, right?
You better give me 2 in case it's 4 ounces.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Is this all for today?
That'll do it, sir. Yes.
Okay, from $5, $1.56.
Thank you. What did the regular first class stamps went up the other day, right? Was it 58?
I think. I'm not up here very often. I'm not up here, so.
Gotcha.
That's why.
They threw you to the wolves today.
Yes, they did.
There you go.
60.
Well, see, and you're going to go home unscathed, so I appreciate you. And you've been a true gentleman, and I appreciate your courteous professional service.
Well, unfortunately, I've got these on. I didn't think I was going to be doing that.
Well, that's all right. I can see your smile under the mask.
I'm not even on the clock. So we got 65, 75, $2.
Thank you.
3, 4, and 5.
Great.
And a survey at the bottom of the...
And what was your name? I am going to fill the survey out for you.
Okay, Ralph.
Ralph, you got it, Ralph.
But I'm not on the clock, so...
Well, that's all right. Even more reason to give you some praise you much deserve. I appreciate you, sir. You have a good day. Thank you.
There you go, man. Have a great day.
So, appreciate you guys keeping the place safe while I was getting my stamps. We're all good. And honestly, I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm out here with my son. We get an education in life every day. You're never too old to learn something. So I just hope that what happened here today is a fruitful experience for everybody. And I hope it assists us going down the road. and I hope maybe you get some benefit out of this situation. Now, you never know. You know, you might 6 months from now, something might happen. You might be like, man, I'm glad I ran into that guy at the post office to save me from getting in a mess. Yeah, you never know. So I appreciate you guys. I know you're just doing your jobs, but you know, let's try to stick to what it is and make it easier on everybody. There's enough scary stuff going on in the world, you know. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate you honoring your job and honoring your oath. You swore an oath to the Constitution yourself too, didn't you? Yes. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you honoring that oath. We need that more in this world. And thank you guys. And it was Osborne?
Yes, sir.
Is that right? All right.
Deputy
Thank you.
Osborne.
Thank you, Deputy Osborne. You have a good day.
Alrighty. Sandy, take care. Have a
Well,
great
we can
day.
all go eat lunch.
Okay.
Trying.
Yeah, I hear you. And I hope you don't think I was giving you a hard time, Gomez. You know,
You were giving me a hard
No,
time. But
sometimes-
it is what it is. I don't take offense to it.
sometimes growth is painful, you know?
Yeah, well,
And I hope you learned something today.
I hope you did too, but I don't think we're in the same page.
Well, that's a shame. So you're going to violate somebody's rights one day? Is that
Have
what
a
you're
good
telling
day,
me?
sir.
All right. Well, Fitzmyer, you're a true gentleman.
Thank you, sir.
I hope these guys learn from you and, you know, maybe pay attention to what Fitzmyer's doing here and take notes. No, it really is serious because you're in a position to ruin somebody's day for no reason, man.
Okay, sir.
And that's ridiculous.
Unfortunately, our interpretation might be a different.
All right, well, we're going to keep an eye on you specifically.
Sounds good. Thank
Yeah.
you. Have a good day.
Anybody out there that's interested in checking up on things in Washoe County, keep an eye on this gentleman.
Sir, I can't have you video my...
Sure you can. I can video the inside of your car all day, buddy. Close it up, make your privacy. You want privacy in public, you got to create it, Gomez. It's the way it works. See, I told you should have learned something today instead of being ignorant. I spotted you a mile away. Yep. Welcome to the club.
Are you proud?
Welcome. I am.
No, I'm proud too to be with you.
And I sincerely hope you get it.
Yeah.
I really do. I hope you have a lucid moment after you leave.
Okay.
I really do.
Yes, sir.
You're going to speak to your
Watch,
higher ups.
I'm gonna swing that way.
Oh, you're okay. Go ahead. I've been safe for 51 years without your help, Gomez. I'll be fine. You got it. Mr. Postal Inspector, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful... And can I, just so I can document who was here, can I just ask your name?
Yeah, last name's Klein, K-L-I-N-E.
Klein, and I really want you to know I'm speaking very genuinely from the heart.
Okay.
I appreciate you following your mandate, operating under your oath, and upholding the law and what's correct here today.
Right, and I just want to make sure that, like, you know, these things can escalate not just from ours, but
Absolutely. I think you handle it like a
and
true
I just want to
gentleman.
make sure the customers know that what's going on and everything's cool, and you're in, you're
Absolutely.
out, you're doing things.
All right, well, I'll give you a fist bump on that note, and I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
care.
This is the Postal Inspector, man.
Hi.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Who are you?
None of your business.
Yeah, well,
Well, that's class. There you go. Have a good day, gentlemen. All right, so here goes Deputy Gomez back out on the road to see who else's rights he can violate, hoping to find somebody ignorant so we can get away with it. Fitzmyer here was the only gentleman. The other guy kept his mouth shut and didn't really have much to say, so you know, can't really say much about that. But, you know, tale of two cities here. You got to see how different attitudes from the customers, different attitudes from the police, and see how it all winds up. So that's gonna wrap this one up, I guess. Very interesting, guys. This is a long one, and I'm glad you stuck it out. If you're still here watching, you made it to the end, and we appreciate you. This stuff's very important. Whether or not they want to admit it, some folks were educated here today. They learned a little something about the law, learned a little something about the Constitution, and I guess the video speaks for itself. I'm hot and I need to go get some lunch. Before we cut out, I always want to remind you guys, if you enjoy our videos, you like what we do, and you want to support what we do, best way for you to do that, hands down, is to like, share, comment, subscribe. All that stuff gets our videos out to more people so that more people can watch them, enjoy them, and hopefully learn a little something. Like I said, we're out here getting an education every day. I invite you to do the same for Watching the Watchman. His channel's doing great. Check him out. I'll leave a link in the description. But that's it. So coming to you from the Steamboat station in Reno, Nevada at the USPS, Watching the Watchman, Amagansett Press. We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Out. Sorry?
What you guys filming?
What we do is, you're just a citizen,
Right.
wondering what's going on. So good for you, young man. I appreciate you coming up and asking what we're doing. My name's Jason.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
And your first name?
I'm Kate.
Kate, nice to meet you. So this is my son, and what we do is we travel the country exercising our right to take video and photographs in
I've heard
public.
about you guys.
Have you?
That's great. I'm glad you're doing this.
Very cool. No, we appreciate you. I'm glad you're so keyed in at a young age.
No problem.
Oh, what are you, about 14?
Yeah, I'm 14.
There you go, right on. So we appreciate you. Don't let anybody violate your rights. Study the law. Study our Constitution, because they don't teach you about that in school anymore.
I've heard that you guys are on public land and you are like free to film anything around here, totally.
Absolutely correct. Yes, sir. That's all it is. Exercise our rights. Well, I appreciate you, man.
Boom.
You have a wonderful day.
You too, my
Grow
man.
up strong, stay smart, and stay vigilant.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.